Hi and welcome. My name is Katrina and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream, season 3, titled The Three Kingdoms. I don't think I'm gonna say too much before we start this evening's episode. I think we're just gonna jump straight into let my, a tad nervous players introduce themselves as well as whatever character they are this evening. Could be any, could be all, but I'll let them.
Hi, I'm Toye. I'm playing Christopher, well, technically Masters, but originally Falcone. Done true and recently become ninth generation through some less than reputable actions which we need not talk about anymore. He's the prince of the city, unfortunately, or what's left of it. He doesn't really have a problem. He's got problems, plural.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Hi,
That
I'm
was one of
Daniel.
them.
I play Nils, the Swedish potato farmer. I just decided if you could said we could be whoever we wanted to be tonight. So I'm just in Sweden farming potatoes. Because then I don't have to be the Prince of Daggers, the Autumn Knight, the Moth King, the Keeper of the Door, the Giver of Hats, and deal with all of his problems and all of his shit. Because there's so much and so many.
Shoes? Giver of shoes?
And he he has not given shoes. He has not given shoes. He might have promised away vests, but no shoes yet.
Oh my god, the little one is just gonna win this thing.
I'm playing the weirdest and slowest dress-up game ever.
I don't know what to call it. The opposite of strip poker.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Get dressed
slowly over a long ass time.
Obey me well and get some clothes on.
I'm into it.
This feels weird. I'm leaving now.
Oh, more please, thank you.
I feel dirty.
Oh, you should.
Hi, I am Marianne. I play Shiv, the Shifter, Daria Vakova. I think someone referred to as the sheep bitch. So yeah, that's me. May the dice gods been good with me or something? I don't know.
No.
Pencils rolling
You
then.
can be nice to me.
As you all know by now, I have been expecting violence between my player characters for quite some time, but they're just teasing with me. They're leaning in, and I'm thinking, oh my god, we're coming to blows, and then like, no, we're gonna parlay, and I'm like, are they not gonna kill each other? Okay, and then they do another beat, and I'm like, someone's gonna get hurt, and then like, no, we're just gonna
Violence
chat
is
about
not
it.
the solution.
My mantra is never kill anyone unless there's a percentage in it.
Oh, well, that's eventually speaking.
We're all just friends.
No, I'm thinking you're just you're gonna tease me over the edge, as they say.
Friends.
But no more of that. That's a completely different type of game. We're gonna go into this evening's episode, and we're gonna start with Daria Valkova, as she now stands in Hashimoto's residency, bewildered, diary, the knowledge of meat.
Of meat? Did you say that?
The knowing of the meat with Christopher.
Sorry, I was like, is this a new skill?
Meat!
She's now like, I need meat.
I said it was this type of game. Oh
I
my
love
gosh.
that skill. Unlocked knowledge of meat.
Charcuterie board's not dirty. Come on now.
Oh,
Like she loves a bit of. Just gonna say it.
feeling hungry.
No, we are serious people. And Daniel has left the building. Right. Straight face. Let's go.
She fell asleep with the diary, right?
Mhm.
Just reading the shit out of it. Yeah, okay, cool. I think... Where is Callisto here? Last I saw her, she was in the bath. Is she...
Well, No, that was the prior night.
Yes,
So
but
she
she's not
is.
there, right?
Well, no, she is. Well,
Elsewhere.
in the in the bedroom area.
Okay. Um, clarification. Daria does not know currently that this is the final night, right? It's just Shiv that has that knowledge.
At this early point, it's only Shiv that knows for sure.
Yeah, okay. I think Shivdar is kind of, she wants to get ready for the day, get dressed, and meet with Hasamoto to see if there's anything that they should prepare for, if Chris is the bastard that I think he is. So yeah.
The bastard. Well, she has obviously the knowledge of magical something happening in the room. But all that memory is not privy to Daria.
No. But yeah, I think she will get dressed and then go downstairs to see him.
As Daria walks down the stairs, she feels lightheaded and she sees black snakes curling and almost gliding with her as she walks. Like almost like the floor becomes black as night.
Does it feel... Is it a bad feeling or is it a embracing feeling?
I don't think there would be any fear in this. It's
No.
more of a curiosity. Almost like it's familiar somehow.
Was there anything in the diary that could trigger this?
Perhaps.
Elaborate?
Depends how much she has read so far.
I have no clue how much she's read. She's just read a lot, right? That was kind of...
Yeah.
A lot.
Also, because I know her Auspex level is beyond the scale. She is very aware that this is the early onset of a vision. So she's not being knocked out. She's gliding into it. Very like queen-like. She's not being like smacked in the face, falling down to the ground right now.
No.
She's more coming into herself. It doesn't feel scary. It feels familiar. It feels like you've known this. This is spells. You've seen that world. You have called to it.
Well, I think if she will just go along with it. And I guess if she expects a vision, it will probably be something that she would look forward to, even if some of the visions are not a pleasant experience.
No, at this point, Daria is becoming, well, it's still Shiv, but now it's this Shiv is not afraid of this. This Shiv is feeling comfortable with this. Maybe this Shiv thinks, well, I've been in the pit before. I've seen black snakes. I've seen all of this. This is not intimidating. This is not scary. Almost walking into the vision with regal confidence, stepping into it. She stands 20 meters from the pit. There's almost like an unnatural light from above, like almost like a dome of the cave. Around her, you see these black forms and snakes, and you hear the hollow cries of the dead, of the wraiths. They are reaching in pain and greed and jealousy. This, for some mysterious reason, makes you feel excited. The raw power, like almost this is an impossible machine, creating an impossible ritual of unknown power. Shiv, well, the thing that thinks this is Shiv is looking through it. You can see the magical pattern. In itself, this is a spell. This is a gate. All these souls will be sacrificed. Dumb fox. Because the great thing in the pit oozes almost like a sensual, erotic power that beckons the thing that is Shiv. And in the end, you see this terrible, almost 3-meter tall figure of a slick, black, clearly female figure. What you think is a veil or a crown is made out of flesh. Black flesh beckons you.
I'll walk towards it. That and the pit, I'm guessing, if that's...
And as you walk towards the pit, it's almost like you're curiously looking at this thing. Female. Weird looking. Bones, flesh forever changed. A beautiful spell. Merging of worlds. Interesting. And for a moment in the vision, you wonder what she tastes like. But then you hear the pits calling, Queen, come to me. And then, as soon as that is given, it almost like the vision almost drips like oil slicks. Like oil like dripping away from the vision. And she stands there.
Almost a little disappointed, I think, that this is over. Do love beautiful things. Queen? I think
Why
I'll
not?
just
Why
like cherish that, the feeling that I had.
And actually, almost then you don't even know. Like you've just been like the feeling, the sensation, the knowledge, the beauty of these visions. You see Harimoto coming around the corner and he bows. Siobhan, dearest,
Hashimoto.
it's almost time. The vessel is ready.
Time, you say? Now?
You need to get dressed and ready. It's almost time. There's just a little bit left of the ritual. And I need your help to complete it.
I was about to ask you if you needed my help. We've gotten so in sync these past, well, few hours, days.
There's one last thing I need of you, though, and it might be painful.
Well, pain I can handle. What is it that you need?
He grabs you and takes you over to one of the very luscious seating areas in his laboratory, but overviews the three. So everything is very like minimalistic, but very lavish, like very masculine. He sits like a Macintosh couch from the 90s. He sits you down and, do you remember way back when you asked me to save him? Just to save them, Aiden. Do you remember that when you came to me?
It seems like forever ago.
He's almost like he's cupping your hand too intimately. Not sure
I
if
don't.
that's appropriate.
I think I'll be fine with that. Ha. I don't know why, but back then I felt that I could. I don't want to say trust. Maybe use is a better word. You managed to convince me. Not sure how you did that, but I am glad. I'm glad that I finally saw past my doubts and restraints. I don't think I believed in you back then, but I needed to trust in someone. I needed help from someone to be on my side, to see my pain for what it was, and to help me find a solution. Because even though this world is new to me, no, I'm still young. I always believed that there was more. I always believed that there was more past the boundaries of our clans and what we were told. What is the
Well,
reason behind this afterlife if we're locked into these things?
Right. Siobhan, there's so much more to this existence. And the sacrifice you did that night turned our destinies. It
God, I can't even remember her
entangled
name
us.
anymore. That's what it feels like anyway.
Almost you can see he mutters a name, but he doesn't say it out loud.
Teresa it was. It was Teresa, of course it was. I don't know why, but it's just tucked away so far.
But with that sacrifice, you changed everything. With that sacrifice, you proved to me that you would be the one. That you would be the one. That you would be worthy of this gift.
We waited so long, and you say that the time is here now.
Mere hours away.
Please tell me what I can do. And I honestly, I'm guessing time is precious today. But if there is anything that you want to disclose, and anything that I can, if there is more that I can assist with, I don't know why, but I have this feeling that I have unlocked more of me and more of this world.
You are
Things that I
growing
didn't
in.
understand before and didn't think was within me. It's there on the right there in front of me. It's like
That you understand.
I think I do. And it
That you
should
see the
scare
meaning.
me. I should be frightened by this. But I see it as an opportunity. An opportunity to
so
get
glad.
what I want, what we want. I know that you have a different agenda than mine. I am no fool, and you have disclosed a little bit, but you don't trust me, and
Oh, I trust you. I trust you wholeheartedly with everything I am. And
but you're
this is
still
why
keeping things from me. That bond, we're not there. We should have been there. We should have been there for tonight. But you are walking in the shadows, not disclosing the truth to me. But I've accepted that. Your cultural heritage. You being you.
and I am just a humble servant. But through this night, everything will be clear. There will be no charade. There will be no cloaking in shadows or darkness. This night will be the final night. You will know everything. I will lay down my life for this knowledge if it demands it.
Why would you do that? Is the truth so painful, so disgusting that you fear for your life? Is that
Oh, I do
why you
fear
not
for my life.
trust me to telling the truth?
I do not fear for my life, dearest. Not at all. I am a meager servant. But our quest is such an important one that all details need to be just so. Until we are there at the finish line.
But you have to, and I'll. His hand was on mine. Was that or?
Yeah, he was like cupping.
Yeah, I'm just like, kind of. If he's cupping my hands, I'm going to draw him nearer. I'm just like. I don't really care about your truth. That's the honesty of it. But you have to promise me, once and for all, that what we're doing tonight is to bring him back. To bring back my love. That is the only thing that I have wanted for all these years. That is why I am still here.
And we are. One
Good.
more sacrifice is asked of you. One of your blood.
Of my blood. Diana's blood you're talking about, I assume?
Whomever you have given blood to.
Who has she given blood to? I have no fucking clue.
Ghouls?
What? Ghouls. Ghouls. Oh, fuck. Oh.
You have plenty of those.
Yeah, I don't
lying
know.
around.
They're just so.
Number 7.
No, that's
Number 7.
That's the prince. Okay.
The more valuable, the better for the ritual. You must show this spell that you are willing to do everything as you said you did on the first night when you did the first sacrifice. This sacrifice, it needs to be as the first.
I've not come this far to ruin it all now. But that pains me, what you're saying. It actually does. Teresa, I barely knew. That is going to be less, well, was less of a burden than what you're asking of me now. But what has to be done has to be done. Fine. When?
As
Where?
soon as you can bring them, we will start the ritual here. And we will finish it where it needs to be finished, which is at the pit itself. We are going to harness that power, and we are going to bring them back.
And what of Callisto? What
Callisto's
will you...
key. Callisto's key.
So it is... What's inside of her, you mean? That's key.
Oh, indeed. It is just that drop in the cup that would make it floweth over.
Well, I do have that one meeting with Chris.
Of course.
And I do
They are-
actually think that is needed, even though this is, as you say, the night. But he doesn't know that.
I have a certain
I hope.
suspicion that this will be like a midsummer's night, but the opposite way. I think it would be a very long night.
Hmm.
Indeed. Do not fret, dearest Shiv, there will be time.
Because I
The
don't
magic
dare
is
go
already in the
forward.
air.
I don't dare go forward with any of this if he has control over me. If he has the possibility to do what I think he did. I need to be sure.
Then do
So we
as you
can-
please with him.
And
He is nothing to you. He is a pebble in your shoe. Pick him out and throw him away.
I would hope that you would refrain from talking about my oldest friend like that in those terms. He is a pain in the ass, that's for sure. But he has a meaning to me still.
Would he be so kind if he knew what we were doing, dearest Shiv? Think of it.
No, he hated him. He hated him.
And what would he do if he knew
Never
what we would
wanted
be
me
doing?
happy.
Jealous princes are, corrupted by the seat they hold. They know nothing of love and true passion. Mad kings, putrefied by power.
Hmm. Yes. But let's entertain the thought that he is actually the one behind whatever happened last night. Is there anything, any way I can ward myself against that?
Oh, of course.
I've never been able to. I have been under the spell at least one time of that I'm aware of. He's long gone, but
I wouldn't be too concerned, but I have this. He walks over to one of his many, many cupboards in the laboratory. And as the thing that thinks it's Shiv sits here, all of these vials and bowls and herbs and stuff, it just feels common. It's almost like, yeah, I know what that is. I know what that is. Almost like you could just pick up some stuff. Because like, I would need that. And I would need that.
if I feel that, maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
I
just
will
saying,
go over.
you could, if you so choose. He comes back with almost like leather, like what you have jewelry in, but very old. A leather box, red leather, with engraved. And he opens it, and it's a very beautiful, antique, delicate necklace set with red rubies.
This is, and I pick it up.
Put it on. Put some blood on it.
And what does it do? What does Shiv know it does? Now, if
Shiv,
she
the
understands
thing
the,
that
yeah.
Oh, it's warded. You activate it with your blood.
Okay. There is nothing else I should know about this, right?
It's a mere protection.
And I trust him, right?
Yeah. Why has he ever lied?
Million of times. Can I roll to see?
Of course you
he's lying?
can. Of course you
Yeah.
can. Of course you can.
I mean, it's still Shiv. She's still paranoid. A little bit. Not as much as someone else she knows, but yeah. What's awareness or what's insight?
Yeah, what's inside?
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot a die.
You're sure this is not a streetwise?
It's streetwise.
Yeah.
Yes. It's
1,
etiquette.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Etiquette.
6. I'm using all my good rolls for this bullshit.
For this, he is not lying. He's actually so honest. It's again, it's because this is not Shiv. It's almost pitiful.
Yeah.
Almost. Just because this is not Shiv, this is very dark feeling.
I'll take it and I'm envisioning wearing like a silk pajamas kind of number
Yeah.
right now. So
Yeah.
I'll just pocket it. Do you mind if you have so many interesting things here. Do you mind if I peruse?
What is mine is yours, dearest.
Anything?
anything.
I don't know why, but there is something about these things that are wildly interesting to me.
Please, take and pick whatever you desire. It is yours.
I will pick up some belladonna. And I will.
You're doing
Sorry.
going. You go. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
going
going
shopping.
shopping.
Guys. Yeah,
I'm going shopping.
she's going shop. As
Yeah,
she's
do
going
you-
shopping, she's shopping. The camera's gonna fly out of the Hashimoto estate into this very strange night. There is magic in the air, and terror, and danger. The camera's gonna glide over to wherever Christopher is now, which is in his.
Either on his way or back to the house.
Well, then
Right,
he's on his way back to the house as. Oh, but did you guys actually? No, that was the other meeting because I'm confused. Yeah, yeah. You're right back at the apartment where a certain. Are you in your human form or in your diabolical form?
Me?
Yeah.
Sitting in the human form.
A quite scruffy-looking, handsome bartender you've seen before.
He looks like absolute shit. At this
Okay,
point.
he's worse for wear.
It's like,
doesn't
yeah,
take
he
care
could
of
have
his
been
job,
handsome,
Jonathan.
but he's been working for 9 days straight in double shifts. It sort of
What's
looks
he
like, but,
wearing?
you know. He's still wearing the same black shirts that he's been wearing
hasn't
since he was
changed.
No, it's a black shirt and black jeans.
He looks gaunt. They
Sort of
haven't
just
fed him well.
but with rolled up sleeves and probably some tattoos, because everybody who's been working as a bartender for long enough starts getting tattoos, because you know.
They do.
Yeah.
I would know.
So yeah, he's sitting very uncomfortably on a bench just nearby, sitting with a book and writing, and he's trying, you know, because he's used to a much longer body.
It's
Yeah.
very.
How
Sitting
big
on
is
his
how
bench
big is the
being
human
like-
form? How big is this vessel?
Probably
Is it-
185, 180. Yeah.
Yeah, around
so it's
180.
So tall.
180.
Yeah.
So considerably taller than Chris. Good evening again.
Sits up and she's like, this. And he sort of looks you over like, these bodies, these sort of. I don't like them.
I imagine I was feeling a bit cramped. But it's probably best if you stay in it for now when I'm to introduce you to the rest of the people at the meeting. I don't think all of them has any experience with your kind. Though some of
No.
them undoubtedly have knowledge of it. There will be some very learned people there. So like I said,
All
hopefully
of
some of them
these
can also...
going to be at the pit.
Not all of them will join. Some will
Okay.
take care of business that needs to be taken care of for us to get inside. Protect our entrance way and dictate some distractionary measures they have. Some of them will, however. Amber, I
Well-
believe, have you met her before? I'm not sure. I cannot quite recall. Yes, you have the
Seen
fire
her
mage.
work.
Yes. She will come. She has unfinished business with the pit just as I. And just as big a reason as both of us to see it closed forever.
Well, then anybody who's going to be there should stay after the others left, because
A good idea.
they need to see, well,
Good idea.
who
We-
they're
that-
going to work with.
Well, let's go in and see who's arrived and make the introductions, shall we? Please, follow me.
And this is your mother's apartment.
Yep, the mother's
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Old Italian, two-story house.
Classic. Yeah, red brick. So the first person is there is Devinta.
Ah, Mr. Winter, glad you could come.
She bows, and the Autumn Knight has never seen Devinta before.
No. You
No.
should describe her to him.
No, she is African American, unnaturally pale, obviously, because of, vampire. She has necklaces and trinkets, and she has a human, it's a pleasing enough visage, even though the Autumn Knight couldn't give a rat's ass about what humans look like. But you like symmetry and beauty. And there is an eclectic old beauty to the things she wears that complements her. But she reeks of magic. And her eyes are very clear and very bright.
Mr. Winters,
My prince.
the Autumn Knight. The Autumn Knight, this is Mr. Winters of the Clan Tremere. She's a great sorcerer and quite knowledgeable in all things arcane and occult.
Just give a nod. Because, he's at the point where it's like, yeah, he assumed people should know who he is, but, he forgets that this world doesn't. He's been around his face too much. Starting to get to his head.
Interesting.
I need to ask you a few questions, my dear, to help me, if you can help me. I have learned some more disturbing information of what's going on in this city. Now, undoubtedly you, as one of your magical properties, have discovered that something is afoot. Something is coming. Something will happen this very night.
My residents have been under spiritual attack for the last night or so. Dead things, not our kind, have tried to reach into my house, even into my person, as I've left my domain. Don't worry, I am protected from said invasion. But
there
this
are those who have fallen.
It is very clear, and more will.
The Malkav primogens are no more trustworthy. They have been compromised by these spirits.
Have you sent your sheriff to deal with them?
I've put them under surveillance to keep them at bay, because hopefully we will cut off the source of this problem tonight, and then we can deal with those left. I'd rather not waste energy, time, and resources in fighting the minions when we can cut the head off that which produces it. And it should come as no big surprise that it origins from Cup Hill.
Of course it does. All the dirty, foul, corrupted magic that's in the air and has been increasing. I felt it from the moment I entered the city, but right now it's almost like there's a pulse to it.
I believe that the insane Queen of Bones is under his influence, that she is nurturing it, believing that they will feeding it, yes, believing it births her children, her one great desire in this unlife. But I do also believe that she is but a mere puppet.
As he says just the name Queen of Bones, there's just a visible reaction on...
That is really one of the reasons why the Autumn Knight here is here tonight. He too has unfinished business with the pit and with the Queen of Bones.
Whatever I can assist with, this is still a comfortless city, even though we have lost many of our flock, dearest prince. But yes. Heed my word, the ones that have been taken may never be taken back. Fire for them, I would propose.
We will arrange that.
Swift.
For tomorrow day, ghouls should be the ones to take care of this. They are not able to walk in the sunshine. It would be easier to burn them out when they are sleeping. I do know for a fact that they're still vulnerable to fire, and sunlight is not their friend.
No. It saddens me, and I wish it would be different, but a city has been cleaned before, and a city might be cleaned again.
Hopefully it will, and that is why we should talk here tonight. This is the night that the pit closes. We shall end this. Now,
I agree.
I am sorry to intrude on a more potentially personal matter, but Hashimoto, what do you know of him? I do believe you two have some sort of history, and I ask only because it is of the utmost importance in relation to what is happening here.
I've never cared for the man. I think he quite... What do they call these people? Cult-like in mentality. A follower. A man that doesn't accept that we as a clan has changed. That our blood is different. That there is no more Vienna. That there is no more Tower. He cannot accept our fate and a new destiny.
And I fear that he believes that the pit is a way for him to achieve his goals and has been ensnared by the power it offers up. I shall ask you a few names. I have no real knowledge of these, but perhaps you will. Let's begin with Daria Volkova, the she-wolf.
She hisses. Please do not speak such a name in my presence. Have you no care for me, as a servant to your throne?
I am sorry, but I only know that this entity is on the verge of being brought back here into this city. As we speak, she is gestating, you might say, in the very bones of one of the vampires of the city.
Do not speak such a sin. She almost like she tries to hush him. Do not speak. And you see her eyes actually go really bug-eyed. Do not even speak it. Do not even say her name. We have buried that name. We have buried her.
What you bury and what comes back, you know. It's about places like this. What's dead doesn't stay dead.
We entombed her, even her soul, and we threw it into the darkest of the underworld dungeons.
And where do you think this pit leads?
Oh, pray tell not. You say she walks.
Not free yet. More that parts of her consciousness has been brought into the mind of another. I believe that if we do not stop it, by the end of this night, Hashimoto will succeed in bringing her fully back, supplanting her into the body of another.
She was the worst of us and the best of us, until she got corrupted by forbidden magic. She did forbidden things, even for our kind, when it comes to blood rituals and magic. She laid down her magic with the most vile and corrupt of places. She danced with devils, and the corrupt and the worm tainted. She brings the black snake. She brings destruction and corruptions to all.
Now I shall ask you about two other names. I'm sorry, I do not mean to offend you, but I have only just recently been told of these names, but I have no context and knowledge of them. The first one is Sakharov. Does that tell you anything?
Sakharov?
The House of Frost.
I think that was her maker.
And perhaps he is trying to bring back an even more potent being. You notice that people do not stay dead in this city. The last years, no one who died has soul has left this plane. I was visited by two of our kind long since past who gave me this information.
Our clan's friends from different bloodlines still walk with us. The dead are not yet dead.
They're still out there. And as long as the pit is open and this is going on, they will not have rest as they should be granted.
And nor shall
no one should be caused.
If we fall.
No. No, the reason I ask you here is because I have some other allies that are walking to the same goal. The Autumn Night here is one. Another is a mage, a wizard human, who has long been working to stop the pit herself.
And on that note, there's a knock, knock, knock. Very like...
And before I open, let me just say she means no disrespect, just her quaint little childish ways. And I open the door.
And also the Autumn Night, while on this, there's getting a little restless, so he's just walking around the room looking for, something to drink, anything. Just
no humans live here. There's nothing to drink.
Well,
might be some old bottle of like liquor, like creme de menthe or something from his mother's days. Like,
yeah.
Opens it.
Like that.
But it's still alcohol. The bartender screams, "Yes, please, numb my mind."
He actually just takes just a swig of it and just swirls it in his mouth.
Yeah.
And spits it back into the bottle.
No! You hear. You're evil.
Yeah.
They open the
in
door.
in walks a very small female, punkish in her attire, shaved on one side of her head, long, no more like a flaming mohawk, just lay down, piercings. Again, autumn night. Oh, she reeks of wild magic. Hedge mage.
Suddenly there's some interest, and not all just formal talk of yadi yadi, oh woe be to this city.
Oh, but the glamour on her would be potent.
Amber, I'm glad you could come. Please allow me to introduce you
Chris.
to Mr. Winters of the Clan Tremere, a sorcerer of great powers, and another ally, the Autumn Night.
He actually steps up and reaches out a hand.
Oh, she grabs. It's the fairy folk guy.
As
She
soon as
shakes it.
she says fairy, he just drops the hand and looks insulted. It's just like, you do not compare me to those little things. You know, we have fairies, but yeah, they're just little pixie things. But he doesn't say this, but he's...
That fucking wait, Chris, wait, it's blood.
looks at Chris like,
As I said, towards Autumn Night, her little ways. Please, let's move into the living room. More will
Oh,
come
sorry,
soon.
vampire wizard lady. This is amazing. You see the winter going. A human maid.
Yes. Quite powerful. Raw,
Oh,
talented.
you see her. Obviously, you see she's saliva,
Yeah.
and we like her. Obviously, you can see her long hands, like Dracula, a Bram Stoker
Yeah.
hand comes
turn
through
to her
the
and
shades,
goes,
like,
no.
Like, Amber wants to drink.
we're gonna do a rouse check. We're gonna do a rouse check. Oh, she got a 6. But you see, she's almost. She got eyes
Yeah.
closed. I could just
Oh.
taste her a little
And
bit.
this is why
And Amber's like, yes, we are like a superhero team now, Chris. We could just make it now.
maybe you can explain to
Make what?
Mr. Winters here what you've been working on in closing the pit, the ritual you have been designing.
Yeah. Okay. Are we doing magic talk, or are we doing like you guys that don't know shit talk?
Well, Mr. Winters is quite, as I said, powerful in the arts of the occult. And,
Not too advanced.
yeah.
Okay. I figured it out. We can close the pit. We can close it. We need all the different elements from the different worlds. That's why we need the fairy blood thing. Because that would
Not a fairy.
I do believe they prefer the term Fae.
Fae guy. We need some
Which
of
might
them.
be... Which chuckles internally, which is kind of interesting. Since he looked up what the word originally means. It's Old English and means those fated to die. And generally refers to that jocular, joking, levity, devil-may-care attitude that people exhibit just before they know they're going to meet a certain death.
It is a vulgar spell. It is a blood ritual. She looks at the vampire lady. I'm sure you're fine with that. She's like, that's my jam, little one. She's like, I'm tickled pink as he leans over her still. Yum.
So
Looks
for a
vampire
pencil.
blood.
And we need the gin, and we need Chris to kind of die.
Yeah.
Again.
But I'm working on that still, because that's what we have, like fairy. That guy. If it just
Princely blood. Yes. The Jinn will be there, of that I'm certain. Hashimoto and will deliver her straight up to the scene.
at the Divinity, but why does Chris has to die? Because it's you have to sacrifice. And he's
Sacrifice.
linked.
Plus, I am linked to one of the spirits. As long as I live, it will exist. The only way to kill that is for me to die as well.
So there's no
But do not worry.
guarantee of stopping this if there's a link.
But don't
In
worry.
this
I'm not...
process, will the djinn be freed from its current vessel?
We kind of have to do that.
Good.
But just
And
I
then put
sort
it
of
in a
need
new
that
one.
to happen.
we need it to jump.
To a new vessel.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But we need to stop getting into the vessel.
Don't really care about that. That's fine.
We need to get it like mid-air, layman terms. Like it needs to be in all the dimensions.
And then
Does that
jam
make
it as
sense?
a cork. And then
Yeah.
jam it as a sort of cork into the pit.
Into all the different levels. Because the pit is to the worst of places. And jinns live beyond the limitations of our planes. So if you have a jinn and you can trap it in a different bottle, like the pit, you can plug it up.
And as she said, that she is working on a plan that makes you ensure that I will not stay dead.
I'm working on it.
As long as you
I have
close
faith,
the pits.
little one. I have faith.
I'm working
And on
on
that,
it.
and on that, I have a little bit of more information for you afterwards, but that's not, no need to take that into here now. Well, we're still waiting for two more at least, actually. My enforcer and another surprise guest.
When you
Well,
say surprise guest, there's just a look glance. Just like,
Another
that's-
one of my kind. I don't believe you met her. She is quite interesting.
And as you say, that there's a slight knock on the door. Everybody's
I
meeting.
turn around and walk. And if I'm correct in what I believe, she will very well be the future primogen of a clan in this city. And I walk and open up to see who it is.
Well, the first you see is Katrina or Murdoch.
Please answer. You humble me.
I am a
Yes.
servant to the throne.
Come in.
As she walks in, you can do wits. No, not a wits. The one that Shiv just did. Insight. Wits insight.
Wit insight. Insight.
it was him, right? Not me.
No. Well, you can as well. You can do perception awareness.
Oh yeah.
Wits awareness.
I'm with you, Shiv. Wait, Marana.
Yeah.
Waiting. All
Yeah,
on
you can
good
do
rolls
wits.
in this. 5 successes.
You have grown in power, and maybe this is a part of it. It's almost like you hear laughing in your skull. She's already in the room, you dumb fuck.
I have 9 successes.
As you see this other vampire, and you see this is a warrior,
Yeah.
her shadow moves and glides to the side. And for a moment you see eyes.
Just smile at it.
Mr. Ventus. Let me introduce you to my enforcer. You know her, of course, but perhaps not in that role. Miss
That's
Murdoch?
Miss Prince.
Like I said, there's a last
The
person
Vento.
coming who I'm still gonna have a little talk with on my own before we start the rest of the meeting. I'm going to have to take that in private first before I elaborate on what's going on, because she is not as informed on some matters as the rest of you are, so I should catch her up. I will take her meeting upstairs in my room. The second one on the right. He says just out loud.
Well,
Coincidentally.
the autumn night, you see the shade moves silently and elegantly to the second floor.
Just nods, just like
I got
And
you,
then-
girl! I spotted you!
I clocked you! I know you!
And in the meantime, perhaps the rest of you can catch Miss Murdoch up. Particularly you, Mr. Winters,
Is it Amber
on
with...
whom... Yeah, you too as well, Miss Amber, but first
Yes.
of all, Miss De Winters, because she knows something that you don't know yet. She knows the name of whom they're trying to bring back. She knows what creature it is, and she will tell you. Now, if you excuse me, and I walk upstairs to my room.
Well, upstairs, Sakura steps out of the shadows.
I'm glad you came. There are much to tell. As you know, there are bad things afoot. evil spirits are wreaking havoc amongst our kind and the living in the city.
The city is catapulted into darkness and death.
And much of
I-
it comes, and it all comes from Cup Hill, from the domain of the Queen of the Bones.
I can feel it. I can even feel it calling to me in my blood.
I think there's a reason for that. Well, I'm not quite sure 100% why, but it has to do with your relationship, your ancestry to Hashimoto.
It's almost like it's an itch I cannot scratch, and it's calling to me.
Have you ever heard the mention of one Daria Volkova?
No.
She was so feared, I understand, so knowledgeable and so great. She drove her knowledge beyond bounds that was acceptable for the clan Tremere. She dabbled with deviltry, with demons, and the evil one. I believe that Mr. Winters referred to it as something of the worm, undoubtedly something to do with the serpents of Lucifer. I'm not quite sure. It's not a phrase I am familiar with, but it certainly is connected to the pit and the deviltry in there. I'm afraid that someone is trying to break through and bring her back, and they're doing it.
This needs to be stopped. It needs to be stopped immediately. What do we do, Prince?
Particularly since they're planning to do it into the body of our friend Shiv.
Oh God, no. Is she lost to us? Speak clear, Prince.
No, she is technically no more. But sometimes she breaks through and takes control. I understand that she is working on a way to bring herself and her sire, her lover, back.
She throws out her arm, and for that moment she kind of looks like a spider. Almost like you see there's maybe some more arms you didn't know about. It snaps into the cloak again. Almost not embarrassed, but secrets, pray tell. If Shiv is lost, and don't misinterpret my words and intention, if Shiv, because I do care for her a great deal, but if Shiv is lost, and if we can take that thing out now, we take it out now, Prince.
Yes, but that would involve trying to kill her in battle. I'm not sure that would be that easy, particularly since she has a very powerful ally with her.
If we throw enough of us at her, she would suspect a friend coming with a dagger. Say it so, Prince.
I believe she no longer views anyone as a friend, I'm afraid. But before we go any more into that, there is something I hope this will work. I don't know that it will, but it might give us some answers. And he walks over and he props up the painting. This is an interesting medical artifact that holds the answers to questions one might have. I could tell you who is behind all of this, but it's more important for you to know it yourself for something that is not another person, so that there will be no doubts about the words that I'm saying are the truth. If you focus at the painting, if you call out to it and try to tell us who is it that is trying to bring back Daria Volkova, you shall see a vision of who it is.
The room goes very quiet and thick. You know the draw and the danger of the thing.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm going to be there and pull her out of it. But because I'm not going to look, she's the one that has to see. Her eyes needs to be open.
The silence, and she moves silently towards it, intrigued, skeptical. But she does not speak in English. She speaks in Japanese. And since Chris doesn't speak Japanese, he
Nope.
will not know what she asks.
It's Greek to me.
You feel the eminence power of the painting, and her enthralled and fixated on it.
When it's gone a little time gone by enough that she should have answered her question, I pull her out of it, closes down the painting, I pull her back. I am sorry, and I'm sorry to bring you back so abruptly, but it has a pull that is quite hard to resist, and you could easily be lost.
Do a dex dodge thing
Yep.
for me, please.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
failed
yeah. Like
everything.
I mean, I know exactly how horrible that pull of thing it is, so it doesn't
I had
really.
I have this. I have.
Is it
I
called
have,
something
I,
else
I
now
have
than dodge?
This. It's any brawl, any athletic,
Okay, yeah.
any.
Okay, an athletic. Yeah, I'm done with do brawl. Only 2 successes.
She turns around almost like a panther, cat-like movements. You are pushed hard towards the floor, and then you feel this just. It's not just one set of arms, but you're unsure if it's feet. And through that veil she's always wearing, you see the mouth is very, very large. And there's a lot of teeth. And you see the eyes are now almost like glossy. You see the red blood pouring into it. And she's almost like hissing at you.
I'm sorry, but you needed to know.
Are you going to try to protect yourself?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try actually to de-escalate the situation by using dominate.
Go for it.
Can I have a moth just watching this?
I'm gonna use.
I can't get the. I can't get direct contact, but just so later on that he could come down and tell me what happened. It doesn't understand word. Just give a picture of, or tell it to come down if somebody dies.
Bye. I'll give you loafers.
No.
No shoes.
The moths don't need this shit. Okay, don't put this on the moths.
How
These are
about
the
like
little
a
ones.
bolero?
The moths, they get nectar.
They get nectar.
Yes.
They get kisses and cuddles.
Yes, and they get to stare into a light or whatever moths.
It's like
I'm gonna do
here,
a rogue
candle.
check to see if I can increase my do blood surge to increase my.
Do you want to have your target?
Yeah, you can give me a target. I was gonna.
Yeah, I have 5 successes.
Okay, let's see. It's manipulation, dominate versus intelligence to solve.
Just sitting downstairs in the chair and just looking at the other people and just, especially
It's a lot of magic in the room.
Especially the one who called me a fairy more than once.
But stealing some glamour off her.
I know, but
You could inspire.
Oi. Okay. 4, 5, 6.
I'm gonna
7,
straight out ask her
8.
if that's okay.
9, 10.
Yeah. I had 5
Yeah,
successes.
10.
So
I'm gonna use all my good rolls on this, and I'm gonna whiz out of the pit and then die screaming.
Because you see, she's almost like in a frenzied state.
Yeah.
Snapping at
Calm
you.
yourself and sit back and listen to me. I understand this is painful, but you needed to know. I am not your enemy. Stand back.
She almost moves like a spider, a dancer, like the arms and legs crawling back, and she sits to the wall. I have now no one. Everyone is taken from me.
No, we can still get Shiv back, and you have my friendship. I would not have asked you here if I did not trust you to be one willing to do what is right. I did not ask you here simply because I needed you. But I do. We need to stand together. But it is also because I believe you will be an important part of the future of this city for our kind. You will be primogen of your clan. You will bring children into this world, and you will be a good and decent and powerful leader. You have that potential in you. I know, because when I look into you, I see the best parts of myself, but without those elements that makes me into the cold, callous bastard that I am.
Almost like
You
can
care
see
for
her
Shiv just as
smile.
I do.
You
But we
care
need
more.
it.
You care more. Not so cold, Prince. You care more.
I did at least. But I made a decision. I grabbed power that I would need to finish this, but it killed something inside of me.
Yes.
It dampened my soul to a certain bit.
Then let me kill my lineage. Let me kill.
But we need them to bring something there to stop this. That is the problem. If it had just been to destroy them, we could do that. But they possess a piece of the puzzle, a djinn of great power that we need to shut this down. We will bring them to the edge of pit, Sakura. Then you will take their heads. We will bring Shiv back. We will close off the pit. And Boston will once again be a place where our kind can thrive and build.
She sits almost like resting her head on her knees. And then looks at you. And tell me what to do, Prince. Put me in the right direction.
If you truly wish to be there when it goes down to end your lineage, to take that step, you are free to accompany me and my allies into the pit. I wouldn't ask this of you unless you truly wanted yourself. I would prefer you to stay outside to rebuild the city should we succeed but not come back. But if you truly want justice, if you truly want to stop that evil yourself, then you're welcome to join. But it is up to you. It is your choice. I will not command you one way or another.
I will not fail any of you now.
Good.
Even if it means putting a blade to Shiv's neck.
Let's begin with the one pulling the strings first, shall we?
Agreed.
Would you wish to come down now and meet the others? And will you accept my humble plea to take up mantle as the rightful primogen of your true clan?
If that is what my prince wants, that is what I would.
I hope you will do. Like I said, I have great confidence that you will be a great leader.
She nods very respectfully.
We walk down.
But on that little note, we're gonna have a break. Because we need a break. Breaks are needed. We do.
Very
need
much
a break.
so.
Yeah.
Very much.
All right. So we're just gonna have a quick one, and we'll be back in just a few. Bye.
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 Welcome back from the break. Well, as the OG Prince is having a very difficult conversation with Sakura, the camera's going to pan out a little bit back in time to the downstairs sitting area as Catalina. And I don't think, well, maybe, I don't think the Autumn Knight have seen Catalina before. No. Hispanic, not that this says him anything, tattooed, fierce. You smell warrior all over her. But even in a human form, not that this says anything to the Autumn Knights, she is very, very muscular female. So wherever she was before she got turned, she could put up a fight then, she can put up a bigger fight now. She walks with confidence and no fear.
I like this one. I just say to the room.
You see, Catalina looks at, why is there a scruffy looking bartender sitting here? Is he a snack? She looks at the winter. No.
He just leans back in a chair.
No. No, he's of another creed altogether. And then Amber perks up. Yeah, he's a fae.
Good.
Of other people, a fairy.
I almost liked you for a moment there.
Katarina, I've never met your kind. I've only
Not
heard tales.
knowingly, no.
No. I am sure what I am looking at is not what I should be looking at.
No, it's
You
to
seem
make it-
uncomfortable, she said.
it's to make it easier. Both the getting around and of the mind of those around me.
We all bear masks. I understand the need to hide.
You will be joining in the battle, I assume.
If the prince wants me to, of course.
Well, if that's the case, you'll get to see me later on.
I'm thrilled. And she
Much-
seems actually quite genuinely like intrigued. I'm thrilled. Like,
I'm much more entertaining otherwise. Not when I just looks down and there's disgust. I'm just like
yeah.
this.
You hear your brother, your new Johnson. He like whimpers. It's like, I used to go to the gym like 5 times a week. Shut up.
Who is Jim and why would people go to him? And I'm just gonna look over to the human wizard, sorceress, whatever.
Wizard Harry.
Wizard. I would like something. I'll just point at her with, if there's a pen or something, because this body is fidgety and
Yeah.
just needs.
He might have had a very bad coke addict as well and went on steroids.
Yeah, it's not a great dude.
No. So you
and-
see
and-
then Catalina and De Winter are then in close conversation, and Amber walks over.
What do you know of my kind? Well, that's too broad. My kind. Their powers, especially in this world, is fueled by either great inspiration, artistic things, or heavy despair. I want to focus on the inspiration part.
Great, she said. I want to be inspired. I am, but
Good,
could always do
'cause-
with more.
I've actually never talked to someone before doing this, but seeing as your magic and just in case your senses started. I don't know how your vows work, so.
My research, she says, actually, my magic is closer to you, kind, and your magic than
And
to
I
the.
sort of just start drawing this and sort of drawing
you-
her into the
Yeah,
inspirational thing. And
Yeah, are you gonna roll on it?
yes, I'm going to roll on it. I need some juice. I've spent some juice. How do I get that again? There is too many. Aha, here we go. Manipulation insights. I have this number. Ooh, that's good. That is good.
Everybody using up the good rolls now. Amen.
Well, I had 3 glamour. No, wait. How many glamour did I have? I have that on my previous page. I had 5 glamour, and I have a maximum of 10, and I got 6. So I'm back at
You're
10.
capped. She's like, oh my god, like your stories of like the shit I've been reading. It's like our magic. It's like back in the folklore and tales, like your magic we're giving to my people. Like people like me. And there's some talk about like there being like sexy stuff and shit. I'm not sure if that's true or not. If there was like an interbreeding kind of thing, that would have been weird. And then she goes,
Yeah.
But but the magic, you can feel it, right? You can taste it. Like in this room,
Right.
it's like it's weird as fuck. Because like you're kind of tasty. She weird. I don't taste her. I just feel her. But I taste you. In a cool way, not a dirty way. Like a fine way. Like a fine wine, maybe? I don't know. Are you more of a rum guy? What do you drink? I've got a flask.
He takes the flask and happily sort of
Oh, it's strong as fuck. I would actually want you to do like a stamina.
stamina. Do I get any bonuses for inhabiting a bartender?
No, because he's more of a coke guy.
All bartenders is drink of everything guy, but okay.
Yeah, I know. But he hasn't been drinking for a while because you don't give
Oh
a
yeah,
shit.
poor yeah. Fair enough. Poor bastard. 2.
You go look.
That's not wine.
No. It's like belly fire. It's like snaps you right back into the room. You're in the room.
Oh, yeah. If this doesn't go well, that's gonna be more than enough fire for me.
And she's like, yeah, but how do I get? And she grabs your arm, like, because I don't want this guy's blood. I want like you guy, and she taps your forehead, like
Yeah.
inside, and she grabs his face,
Just
like
grabs
whatever.
the finger.
He's like, oh, personal space. I've been
No,
very
it's
deep
more
in-
that this thing craves the touch of other people, and I don't want to give it to it.
Damn. Cold.
They get very lonely and whiny about it.
Oh, that's really sad. Yeah. But that's okay. Fuck him. We don't know him. I don't give a shit. It's okay. She's like, that's fine.
I assume you want as pure blood as possible and not just any fey blood.
No, I want yours. She leans in, bug-eyed. No, I want yours.
Yes, after this meeting, you'll get it. But
Yes.
whoever's not going to be there, it's better to, shield them from as much as possible.
Cool. I can wait. It's fine. But not super long,
No, the meeting shouldn't take too long. Just whenever they're done up there.
And both you look up to the second floor.
And then I just hand her the bottle I found of the creme de menthe.
No, honey. She's like, gives you her flask back. On that note, the camera is gonna fly through the cityscape back into Hashimoto's residency, his domain, as the thing that thinks its ship has gathered some stuff.
Do you want to know the
And as
stuff? Or is it?
Yes, I do. I do want to know the stuff.
There's some leaves and some berries from some delicious herbs. There's a dagger. And there's a candle. And that's it for now. It's a
And as
very,
she's walking-
very, very sharp dagger.
As she walks around, it's almost like the thing that thinks it's shit forgets it's shit for a minute. It's quite unaware and just in the moment. And in that moment, as I said, there's almost like this more power within the thing that thinks it's shit. And on that note, as she's gathering around, Hashimoto comes back. It's like, did you find anything and all that you needed, dearest?
I'm just perusing. I just find these ingredients so interesting. It's almost like they speak to me. I don't know why. I
Glad.
guess, as I said, maybe the timing. And I don't know. The book that you gave me yesterday was fascinating, so interesting. And I don't know, I just gobbled that up. So much.
Illuminating.
So much.
Please read more. Enjoy it. It is yours.
Right. And I'm not saying that I would do any of the things that was there, but if I was to experiment in light of tonight, I feel that there is reasons to, well, protect myself more than this. And I'll pick up the jewel that he gave me in the necklace. This is fine for now, but would you perhaps assist me or guide me later on?
If you
if
feel
I-
inspired. Yes, of course, I am your humble servant as always. He bows very deeply.
I don't know the timeline, but you said that. Does it start with one of mine, the sacrifice? Or is there
That
a
will
time frame that you would prefer this happening within?
The moment we start the ritual, there needs to be blood of you. That's when we will start to move. As soon as that ritual is done, then we start to go to where we need to go to finish this.
Oh, this is dangerous, but I will roll a die.
As you are so free to do.
7.
You push Daria back into slumber. And Shiv step forward, the true Shiv.
During this sacrifice, what would you need? How much of their blood? Because I expect it to be similar to the last one, or is it different this time in any way?
The life needs to be ended.
Is that the only requirement?
Well, I need all of the blood.
Right. And I'll let go.
And as Daria comes back, she's like, oh, almost like a little fugue state. Oh, whenever you are ready, do you wish to perhaps view the 3 before we start what will be the next chapter in our lives? Before you gaze upon his new glorious visage, do you wish to view his form?
Yes. Yes, very much so. How thoughtful of you. Even
You
though...
are at
Yes.
always at the front of my every action and doings.
Yes, I would love that.
He
Now,
pulls you
should we-
towards the staircase down to the big, like, because you're in the laboratory observatory, and down to almost like more like a white marble room, and the glass sarcophagus stands there. And oh my god, the power. It is palpable. It is Mount Watering.
Ugh.
Yeah, do a rush check. Darling.
Oh, that's a big fucking flop. That's a 1.
You take immediately 2 states.
I want to eat them
Schmack.
now. Is that what you're trying to?
No, I'm staining the
Yes.
shit out of you.
Oh God. Yes.
I
Yes.
could go after you, humanity, but you know that you're doing that on your own. So
Yes.
Like, oh, we're staking
Steaks.
her already.
There's
steaks.
meat,
Well,
and now there's steaks.
She has the knowledge of the meat.
There's the knowledge of the meat, and it takes
oh
the
my
steaks.
god! Oh my god! Brumpsh. As Daria approaches the glass of sarcophagus, it's like, who is Aiden? Who is Trixie? Who is Rose? The body of this old thing. Oh, how delicious it would be if you could just crack the glass and drink your fill and feel more like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fleeting, brutal thought, as the thing that thinks it's Shiv almost shocked to it. And at this point, because it's so comfortable to being so cold and so Daria-esque, this is the thing that thinks it's Shiv. Now it becomes a little bit more Shivy. Like, it's like, yeah, but I love him.
Mm.
Like, Oh my god, I would never. How could I? Even thinking it is blasphemy. And all the time, Shiv can hear and see and feel all the perversion of Daria's doings and thoughts. No.
Nope.
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 So feel free then, very lustfully so, but there is restraint.
Does she have more vials?
No. Oh, no need.
Okay. No need? I'm just going to look at them. Is that why you're... I'm sorry.
Oh, he just wanted you to view them before they are being locked down and transported. It's just to gaze upon them, because you have been told, like, Aiden will not look like Aiden. He will look like the other dude that I forgot the name of now.
Are you talking about Marco? Are you
John
talking about
Cena.
my...
Yeah,
the vessel?
Marco, the vessel.
Polo!
Marco,
But it won't be hit. But it will be neither of them.
Shush you.
It's Gandorf.
Fuck
Because
off.
that is what his intention was, is to say that if you want to view his visage in this form, this is the last chance to view him. And maybe like almost say goodbye to this.
But is Hashimoto there?
No. This is private.
Yeah, I think she will climb on top of the coffin again and just lie very close and view him and drool a little. No, she won't. This is the last night, isn't it? I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you, and whatever may come, whatever has passed, it will be worth it. Must be worth it. But of course it will, because it will be you. It is you. I love. The only person in the world that saw me for what I was. With all my flaws and rage. You saw that. Maybe even you appreciated that. I don't know. I never had anything like you. My safe harbor. I yearn to see you, and I feel stupid talking to you as this because I spoke to you many hours ago, but whatever may come. Know that I tried my best, wherever. We'll see each other again. I love you. And I kiss the glass, and then I'll get up. Then I'll walk up to the bedroom to get dressed.
To get ready, what Daria will call her do not see as she leaves the room is a white horse standing there looking at her as she leaves. It's not privy for Daria. And as Daria, clearly, because she's in the driving seat, is getting ready for a meeting that is coming up very soon. We're going to have the last bit of conversation in the townhouse before said meeting. So the camera is going to pan back in to Christopher Falcone's mother's house. As we have a bunch of supernaturals doing a tete-a-tete.
It's my little suicide squad.
The prince walks down with Sakura.
Friends
the
and
creature you
allies.
saw.
The last person to attend here tonight.
And
Sakura.
And
The
I
ruby
don't think the
spider.
Moth King has seen her. Her eyes are beautiful, Asian. She wears a veil that hides her mouth, but you get an instinct feeling that she hides horror, not beauty. And her limbs are weird. She's cloaked, but it's almost like a cat suit of lace underneath. Her form is very difficult to figure out. It's slender, but almost like there's more limbs than there should be moving underneath. Her like very like kimono open garment. And her her hair is put up quite ordained with also these beautiful pins.
Kura, the ruby spider.
She bows.
I have asked her to honor me with a favor that she has accepted. And she will take up what I believe to be her rightful place, a place that she will excel in and be an outstanding person of. I've asked her to become primogen of her clan. As of tonight, that seat is vacant.
They look at one another. What
The
clan?
Queen of Bones has forgone her right to exist. She has made an enemy not only of us, but of all our clans, of all our kind, of the Camarilla.
You see, Katarina. She's Nosferatu?
She is.
What does that mean?
It is one of our
The ugly
clans.
ones.
It's one of our clans.
Yeah.
We are. I'm sorry to have kept that from you, Catalina. At the time, now that you truly knew the truth, now that I trust you, but also because I gave my word a long time ago to protect Sakura and her identity. Now, the person I gave that word to, I owe no allegiance and I do not care for one bit. Sakura, however, is different. She is a true believer and a true supporter of the Camarilla of this city. And she has personal stake in this battle to come, just like many of our others do.
She bows very deeply and she quickly addresses the audience and she says, I do apologize humbly to my fellow kindred for this deception. And I will spend whatever time I have left to prove to you that I am an honorable part of the Camarilla. And I only wanted to support the prince's position. Oh my, says the Winter. How can one object to such a claim? She's taken a knee, Prince. It's up to you.
Fascinating creature.
Stand with us. Know that your sire was a great friend of mine, and that he cared for you a lot. And as a man whose friendship I value very much, and whose fate we will avenge.
For all the ones that are lost, then, she whispers.
Indeed. And for all those that once this is done shall arise.
Very well. After all those pleasantries, let's get down to business.
Okay, here is the points of things as it stands. And he puts out the map of Cop Hill he has, and explains once again that we will use the lock to let us in, that the place is alive. This is not just rock. This is a living entity, a nexus of dead beings. All that have died in the city of Boston for a long time has not moved on. They've been pulled towards Cop Hill to become ravagous, starving ghosts.
Can I roll an occult to see if I have
Yeah,
some...
100%.
Because I realized I have 3 points in occults.
Yeah, you can. You see, Katarina, we're up against a spiritual.
Is it...
Great
I
army.
assume it's intelligence occult, not
Yeah,
wits occults.
yeah. No, it's intelligent.
But my wits are so much better.
Yes,
How-
it is.
How
And that
we
is
could
why.
protect ourselves. We've seen what happened.
That is why we need to talk to 2 people before we set forth. I did not invite them here quite yet, but I have arranged a meeting with them through Elizabeth. They come from a clan familiar with dead things. We must ask the La Sombra.
You see everybody eyes except for him is like, boom,
Yeah.
them?
They're
You
the only
rolled-
clan that I know of that truly knows how to manipulate the spirit of the dead. Unless you know anything, we can help us, Devinta. So you, Amber, we must find a way. However, I have ensured to create a small divergence, a small decoy, you might say, that should distract the dead for some time. But how long that will last, I do not know. But enough soldiers of my mortal enterprise's side will lay siege to this place, hopefully long enough for us to get at least partly in before they discover us and turn their eye upon us.
And it's
You
at
rolled-
that point my soldiers will help us get us further in. I got 2 successes.
And what was he curious about?
No, it's just more that of a living place, because I don't know, maybe there's something in the Feywild, because I assume there's weird
Oh, yeah.
shits all over
Yeah,
it, so
if a place is blessed or corrupted,
Yeah.
it can take a life form of its own.
yeah. And is there any way to sort of either that he knows of, to
You have
suppress
to
it,
get to
or
the
just-
nexus of the point of the corruption.
Okay.
It is
And that
like
is the pits.
yeah, it's like an octopus, like the legs.
Yeah.
It's like you have to get to the head to
Yeah.
yank it off.
No tranquilizers. Do you know? It's usually like, nope. Just calm down. It's fine. Yeah, if I just kiss it enough, maybe it'll just be fine.
Yeah, no.
No. Okay.
But I do not particularly want to deal with them, but I see little other ways of ensuring to get us just one more edge against the undead spirits of the city. We could try without and hope that my decoy is enough. Or if, as I said, if you...
It's not going to be enough, because we will be vulnerable. But the most critical point of us is when we enter there, and then when we enter the room of the pit, the dome.
And then we will need all the protection we can have, and hopefully the La Sombra can offer us some.
The Vince, whatever I can with wards, of course. But we are many individuals. We have to be. I can't protect an entire army or X amount of people.
I think it's important that only those most necessary to enter into the very heart of the maze does so.
We
We
have
should
to.
not all go.
We have to expect losses, and at some point we have to stand our ground and let said team enter.
Exactly.
We need
Of those.
enough of the people in this room to make it there. Everything else is expendable. Everything else is something that will get us there.
Are we comfortable with this?
It's
Catalina says.
necessary. Comfort isn't something we're here to discuss.
I've made my peace with this. There's only one way for this to end. And that is for me to finish it. Now, I am banking on getting myself back from the other side. I look toward Amber. But I will not ask anyone to do anything that they are not themselves willing to risk. Sakura has said that she wants to be there to end it. To end her... To do her bit to stop this evil from come forth. Amber, I know, will go. She's been on this quest even before any of us started it, even before I even knew of it.
I need to be there, and come hell and high water, nothing's going to stop me from entering the pit this time, and not on my knees. I need
Katlina,
to do this for her, for my love.
I need your help.
Redemption, Chris. I need fucking redemption. As you see,
You shall have
she's crying.
I walk away and wipe a tear from my eye, and you shall have it, my dear. You shall have it. Catalina, I need your help to get in there, but I do not wish to risk you to go into the very heart of the matter. If you manage to succeed and none of us get out, we need someone here still to be able to protect the city, to protect our kind. And I will ask of you.
I don't disagree with this at all. As I understood, some of these wraiths can take our bodies over quite quickly, and we can be turned against you.
Exactly.
We need to be the ones that keep the boundaries of this shit show.
Exactly. Hopefully that will be able to be granted by both the Winters, and hopefully, like I said, if you can talk reason into these two, La Sombra, from them. And if they do not wish to help or aid us, well, what use does this city have of them?
Expendable, then.
Exactly.
The Victor says. They have not been sworn into the city. It's fair.
And as I said, Katalina, I will also ask of you, if I should not make it back, if something happens that prevents me from returning, we asked me to make a choice, and I made the choice I believe is important and right one for the city. You have protected the city far longer than I have. You are, in many sense of it, its spirit, its heart. And I will ask you to grant protection, then, to my Shilder. I'm not speaking of Elizabeth. She will leave. She does not want any part of our kind or our power in this city at all. She wants to get away. But I have created a successor for myself, should things not go. Whether or not he will leave the city or not, that will be up to your kind and the rest of the vampires in the city, and he must prove himself right for the job. He shall not have it simply because his sire was a prince. He must prove that he is capable, that he is part of the future of the Camarilla. If not, both you and Secura would be also brilliant alternatives. Of that I'm no problem. But like I said, the city must choose.
Change of paradigm, then. A throne is just not given by the name alone. It needs to be earned.
It must be earned. This is the one thing that Ophelia truly understood, that we must sometimes change to cope and live and thrive in the future. The world does. And sometimes so fast that our kind does not even understand it. It moves past us.
I respect it and I will honor it. Your
Well,
child,
sorry,
if we make it out, will be raised in all the ways and has to prove himself to the throne. And if he's too weak, he will never.
He knows this. He's been prepared. He knows very well that he's not handed anything other than an opportunity to prove himself.
Then let us make our preparations.
As I see it, I have a meeting now. I would ask you to come with me to ensure my protection from a little bit afar, Catalina. 2, we should talk also to the La Sombra, as I said. And before we set finally out, we must pay our respect to the Keeper of the Elysium.
If she is still with sound mind.
If she is. So far she's been protected. I have had eyes watching over her place and nothing has come to my attention that something has happened. But of course, these things can happen so fast.
We will make all preparations needed. All
Excellent.
eyes on the remaining functioning kindreds of the city will also be put under as much protection as we can.
Good.
Clan
Like I
Bruhan
told
stands with
De Vintas
you.
earlier, I'm sorry to say that the Malkav primogens have been compromised. Sakura here has witnessed it as well. She knows it.
It is true. They are gone. And then
If it's
Katrina say, well, then they need to burn.
They will. We will have ghouls take care of that during sunlight hours. It is the best.
Eyes on them for now.
The Moth King just reaches towards Amber and just signals for the flask.
She's like, the fuck?
And if it's any consolation, though, Anton had already heard the call and would not have been long for this city anyway.
Well, then let us make sure he returns home and not stay here like a wretched thing.
Good. Well, gather all that you need, all supplies needed, and all allies we have. In a few hours, we will make our move against that abominable pits on the Cup Hill. And as we break up the meeting into like talking about, he grabs Amber to the side and for a quick little discreet chat. As I understand it, Amber, Miss Price, Siobhan, is also working on trying to come back, much in the same manner that you are trying to help me to come back.
Yes.
After things go wrong. She wants to bring back also her sire and lover, Aiden Price.
Ew.
No doubt that
Not like ew.
Jin
She's
in-
like, oh, that's heavy shit. Not like ew him. I don't
No.
know. Did I know him? I don't know.
No, and I must emphasize this, that probably she has some secret designs behind her Smidra's back as well for that Jin and towards this. And also there is another powerful body in the mix. But my point is, I would very much like Shiv to come back. She deserves a chance to be human again and to live.
What are you asking of me right now?
That you do not stop her in her attempt. No,
What?
this Aiden, however,
But
he's a piece of shit. And what happens to him, I do not care.
But
The point is, there will be two bodies, two vessels, ready there to bring souls back into. One is for Shiv to come back,
and who is that?
and the other, well, that might be free for someone else now, won't it?
Who's the vessel for Shiv?
I don't know who she's going to choose for that. But it's going to be one male and one female, that is for sure.
Okay, cool.
Just in case it interferes with your plans. Or in case you need to piggyback or do some on-the-spot improvising to succeed.
I know it's going to be interesting, but I can't. Don't ask too much.
Can I roll a stealth
I
check
don't.
to sneak up on this conversation?
Yoshi, go on. Sneak away.
No, I don't. I don't.
I
just wanted you to be in the know.
Chris,
If I don't make it back, Amber, it's okay.
Shut up. Shut fucking face. She said. She's almost like she shushes you. I don't give a shit about anything else. Like, let's shut down that fucking place and like pants out into the moonset. Not sunset. Please, let's be done with this place so we can leave it.
One way or another, we will be done with this by the end of this night. When sun rises, it will be in a city where the pit is closed off.
I can't do anything for her. And if she comes in the way of saving you, I'm sorry, she'll burn.
I got 7
That is-
successes.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah.
Let us hope that we will all make it out of there. You, I, and her. But I will not dictate to you what you do.
You can't.
You do what you feel is right.
Yeah,
You are your own. You're your own master.
I need vengeance, and I need us to get out. And if Shiv walks in the line of fire, I'm not gonna hesitate a second.
I understand that. Don't worry about that. I'll make sure that she stays out of her way and that she's safe.
Focus on the main
I owe her
goal.
that much. At the very least, I owe her that much.
We owe the city more. Oh, fuck. She was like, she'd have. I'm gonna get Mick ready. I just
Do that.
runs over
As-
and she hugs you once and just like.
As the
Chris, fuck
conversation is about to end, you can sort of hear a whimpering from the chair. As now it's just Jonathan sitting there and, being sad. He's suddenly just slumped a little bit. And in the shadow, sort of up in the room in the corner.
They're very tall because you're like 3 meters plus.
Yeah, I know, which is why I said up into.
You see Amber go, whoa. That's not how they look like. And she was like, almost like you see like fire in
What?
her eyes, like she's like almost guarding. Whoa.
What? I
Whoa.
turn around.
You see him in his full goblin.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, that is his true form.
That's
When
not
he's
a fairy.
wearing his suit.
I know.
No, they are not the little pixies kind. It's more the royal.
Those are the ones that dances in the flowers. I am the one that hunts.
Okay, big guy. It's like, calm down. For fuck's sake. Why do they depict them
Well.
with like naked and wings and big?
People tend to depict what they want to see and not what is truly there. It is one of the inherent faults of the human condition, I find.
The same thing.
The inability to coalesce what is truly there with what we would like there to be.
Oh, don't worry. The small winged ones, the butterflied wings, those exist as well, but...
Less of a use in what we are about to endeavor.
Okay, so we have a tank. That's good. We're gonna need one.
There will be more than one.
Fuck, if you could just plow
Good.
through and get us there. It's like, no, I don't want to high five him. I'm good. I'm good. I'm
You
fine.
have a vial for that blood.
Gonna need a little bit more than a vial. Hold on, she goes into the kitchen and she comes out with cooking
She goes
pot.
as she goes into the kitchen, he just follows. And
The
as
whole-
soon as she's
yeah.
sort of out of reach, or just if Chris can hear it, he's trying to be out of earshot, but if Chris is still standing close by, still gonna go like, closing the pit is the most important thing.
She turned. It is the most important thing.
And just sort of with one of these long claws is just just opens up a wound and just...
Yeah, it's because your claw is aggro. You can give yourself an aggro rating because you're gonna have to do that for that.
Yeah, I know.
It's claw. So it's just like
You got a healer. He can heal you before we leave for the battle.
it's got healers. I think maybe he can heal himself now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend a glamour, and if it's only one aggravated, somebody else can do that.
Oh,
I hope. I need my things. I feel like I need everything, and then some.
As she gathers about gratitude immensely, and the
Just
pit is the
make
most important
sure
thing.
It's done.
As for you as well.
I'll
Get us there.
do anything I can to make sure you get there and you get it done.
I'll do my part. You big guy, you do yours. She
I'm
turns
gonna
with her
lose-
pot of blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of my kin for this.
We all have lost. And we will lose more still.
Make sure it's not in vain.
I will. This time I will. It's almost like she whispers as she walks out.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go out and see if the if the enforcer is still there.
Well, I'm gonna now just see. Now is Christopher going to Shiv meeting?
Yeah, that's the next one. But it's getting late, I see. I don't think we're gonna get it done tonight.
Oh, when is our cutoff point?
I don't know.
It's real soon for me. For my sake.
Huh?
For my
Soon?
sake, it's real soon.
All right. This is, as I said, this is the night that's
Yeah.
gonna last
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah.
minute. But I constantly tell myself, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, well, then we have, I still have some minutes, so I'm going to use them sensibly. Okay, so you meet up Catalina outside.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he does.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
just because, you
Yeah.
know, he said that not as measly now. Stand like this up into the roof.
Marshal your forces.
She looks up. Yeah, we could have use for you. She gives you the wink. No fit.
And like we said, closing the pit is the most important thing. And we do it for those who will be here afterwards. And I do hope, Autumn Night, that no matter what happens to you or I, or Kind,
will live in peace and prosperity after this night.
Our kind hasn't seen a reason to go against you, so as long as
Likewise
it's
for
not
us.
given, then
It's time for us. We inhabit different spheres, even though sometimes our causes do align.
there's so little fun left in your kind. So.
Dying does tend to take some of that out, but not from everyone. Trust me, there are those of our kind that still knows how to enjoy their existence.
Well, your fun is not as tasty.
It is probably a bit different, but I do assure you that from the clan of my enforcer here, you will find some of the most passionate creatures on this world, earth, burning for causes.
Yes,
At this point,
it is
I'm
rotten.
the cutscene comes in because that
Yep.
scene is gonna end,
Yep.
and I'm gonna push it because I need Shiv in here. As she is getting dressed and ready.
Do you want me to do anything before we cut? Is that where we're at? Sorry.
No. I'm gonna have a quick introduction scene with you and Christopher.
Oh, okay. Because I am going to do shit before. But that's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm cutting into whatever Shiv is doing.
okay. She is brewing a potion. And yeah, she's getting dressed. Off to that. And then she'll get on her bike and drive.
Yeah, so she is in biker gear.
She is in a loose silk pants, too big, skimpy bra top, and a oversized dress jacket. Yeah.
She's not really worried of falling off her bike anyway, so she
No.
good.
And I
And
just
you
saw a
decided-
picture that this was the top of the fashion in the early 2000s, which is horrific. That was it.
I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. And you had arranged for a certain restaurant, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and it's one of the local restaurants in North End, so not too far from where we are.
Catalina is stationed outside. Is Christopher there?
Actually, I want her
before?
in the kitchen of the restaurant.
She's in the kitchen. You're there before
Good.
at the
I'll
table.
talk to the maitre d'. Are there many guests this evening? It's probably so late that it's probably not.
No. No, it's only open because you have asked it
Yeah.
to be so. There's no
Yeah.
one,
Good.
and you can hear a bike
I'll-
as you're talking to the maitre d'.
I take up place. Ensure that there's a clock on the table. Preferably one that's not digital, but good old-fashioned one with hands.
Of course.
He sits down, tests his little device, flicks out the little pistol from the sleeve gun with the wooden bullet, shoves it in, and then he sits down.
The camera's
I'll
going to
prepare
glide
myself.
from the side and all the way out the window where the thing that thinks it's Shiv has parked. And she's outside. There's dim lights coming through the window. Cannot really sense a lot of heartbeats. Does she wish to enter?
Of course, she gets off her bike and she walks in.
It's very different now to view the thing that thinks it's Shiv. Subtle changes have started to happen. It's a little bit taller. Hair is a little bit longer. Face a little bit more narrow. There's a danger
His-
and power all over the thing that thinks it's Shiv.
And his newfound callousness tells him that A stake through the heart and a sharp drop of a guillotine would solve a lot of problems. But also, actually, for a tiny second, he finds that which he no longer can feel for when he looks at Lisbeth. He feels a little twang of pain to see her like this. This is, after all, the last person that has known him all the way back when he was a carefree idiot
She
in high school.
glides, yeah. She glides in effortlessly. Strides, almost like the slow motion as she walks. Very cinematic towards your table.
He had intended to sit, to be a bit disrespectful, but a little twang in his heart reminding him of Shiv, he gets up and gives a little nod. Ah, please be seated. Gestures to the empty chair up beside the other side of the table.
God, I am so tired of you being that persona that you're projecting. Where is the old Chris? It's me.
Gone, I'm afraid. Certain things had to be sacrificed.
Why?
I made choices.
Why, Christopher?
For the good of this city.
You can roll on
for the
Auspex
Camarilla.
if you want. Shiv. Oh, Daria.
I don't have any Auspex.
Yes,
what
you
do you
do.
mean?
You have tons of Auspex.
Yeah, I do, but there is nothing for. Like I have. No, not for
You
whatever
sure about that?
scene this is. No, I do
You
not.
sure?
Yes, I have stuff that you can choose to give me, but I do not roll for it myself.
Okay.
If
Hold
that's
on.
It probably
what you
depends
want.
which choice. It probably depends what choices she's made in picking gifts.
Yep.
I mean, I can say what I have, but I have. Well, I have one, but no, that's not interesting for me right now.
Is it the killing curse?
It is, but don't tell him.
Oh yeah. It's Scry the Soul.
I don't have that, so.
Well, you do now. So intelligence or specs.
Okay, fine. Jesus. I need to find.
Different character.
He has no
But I
soul,
was
he's a
going to
gender.
roll for something else. But okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
No, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. That's fine. As long as I'm allowed to roll as many dices during this conversation as I want.
No, you're gonna use all of your great rolls now.
Yeah.
I thought
thank
everybody
you.
had.
What?
You can try to resist it.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you know what?
Resist
Scrying
it?
this
How
all
would
does.
I do?
You can.
Letter. I don't
Letter.
care.
No,
It's
left.
charisma performance.
It's not, but that's okay. At the level Daria is, there's blackness in his aura. There's a bit murder. A soul has been taken.
How far would you go for this world?
That's an interesting question. Is that why you wanted this meeting? To ask that very question? Seems
No,
peculiar.
it wasn't. It was actually about a previous conversation. About Jade.
What about her?
What about her? How can you be so calm, so cool? Have you no compassion?
I thought that situation was resolved.
Who are you? You are not my friend, are you? Not anymore. Not after what you've done.
Can I roll wits insight?
Yep. Yes, you can. Everybody can roll against each other now, because like it's.
I'm Dara is trying to manipulate this poor bastard. So yeah,
I got one
I'll roll
success.
against. Cool.
He's
So
joining
I'm
Blah, blah, blah.
rolling
You
for
said everyone could roll.
manipulation.
Okay, I rolled.
Me too. I'm rolling a die.
Yeah.
10.
Okay, you win.
Cool.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to discern exactly what she's after. I'm gonna keep.
I have
milking it
1,
this
2,
another
3,
way.
4, 5, 6, 7 successes on that. So I'm blowing.
no, she
Oh my
managed
god.
to- Yeah, no, he doesn't really get what she's after. He doesn't see through her gaze. I mean, clearly understands she's fishing for something, but I have no idea exactly what she's going for. I have always been your friend, Shiv. You know that.
What about Jade? God. I've
What about her?
I've managed
Has
to.
something more happened?
What do you mean more? I managed to tuck her
No,
away
like
in Paris. I managed to get. Well, I am trying to arrange accommodations, money, trying to get her away from this, from all of this.
Well, there you are then. Things sorted. She'll be safe in Paris.
I think he needs to roll on who the fuck he thinks I am. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure that it's not Shiv, but like, because I'm not like, but because if it were Shiv,
It
she would
would have
know
been.
that. No, it's not. Yeah, that as well. The sign, but also the fact that we like after we talked again afterwards, we both knew that everything was
Yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
like, this kind of thing. But I can roll if you want to. Is that insight again?
It's fine.
No. As
Okay,
long as
yeah,
you're
okay.
both on the
Yeah.
same page.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just like, but what he doesn't understand, what he's really puzzled about, is why this thing is, why Dahlia is pushing for this.
I'm
'Cause,
going
like,
to do a
why,
roll.
What is interesting? Why is that interesting?
I'm rolling a 9, so Shiv is back in the game.
Oh, I didn't get a pusher. I was gonna plan to push her, but I didn't have to do it. It's like he's sitting there, like, so she is safe. Isn't that what you wanted?
Yeah, no thanks to you, shithead. What are
And why
you?
on earth did you choose Paris? But I guess
The art scene, to be completely honest, and she always wanted to go there. You knew that. You should have known that. You probably don't remember whatever the fuck sort of Chris you are now.
Oh, I was afraid I'll have to play heavy-handed to get you to come out, Shiv. I have to admit, you're starting to... Well, that other thing is starting to scare me.
Yeah, she is
But I'm glad you came.
powerful
I'm
and
glad you came.
dangerous, and yes, you should be aware of her. I don't know what she's playing at.
I know, and he touches his other white stripe.
She should know about Jade. But something went wrong. I don't know what she's trying to do.
Well, I know something more about her. I asked those questions that you asked me to ask. And it seems that Daria Volkova was once a very powerful and fearful Tremere. One that dealt in deviltry in her past, consulting with
Deviltry?
demons.
What is that in this world?
Demons. The things that
And what are we, Chris?
Pit.
What the fuck are we?
Trust me, compared to what's down there on that side, nothing near to what she has been consorting with. I believe it all ties together with her and her maker, one Sakharov, from the House of Frost. And that he's trying to bring back both Daria and Sakharov. Both of them. And he has used you to try to do so.
I know.
She was so they fed her so much herself, the Tremere, that finally they grew tired of her ways, and they took
killed her and made sure that her soul was barred off, locked away in the deepest, darkest, dankest pit of hell. But still, someone here has, well, know both who, has found a way to try to bring her back, and, more importantly, I believe, her master. What I don't think is that he understands fully what that would entail. He will rip a hole between our worlds and that will unleash not just the two of them, but I'll exist down there. Trust me, Shiv. I asked that painting. I looked into it, the future it showed me, and it scared me even more. And once again, he shows the whiteness of the other side of her. Then when I looked straight into the pit itself, back when we were there, it will burn this world, and there will be nothing but ashes of bones upon which she will sit, undoubtedly serve her maker. It's not just her he's trying to bring back, it's the both of them. It's two people, Shiv. I'm certain of it. He's trying to bring back two, not just one. I want to try and stop the pit from being open. I want to close it, and it has to be closed, and I don't care what has to be done. Just to achieve that. That is why I did what I did. That, and to give punishment to that bastard of a sheriff that we both had cause to hate.
He's gone, is he not?
He's gone. Well, parts of him remain in one way or another, but his soul will never more exist.
What did you do?
You see, everyone who has died in the last months, at least, in the city, Shiv, hasn't gone away. They've been sucked into that hellhole that is Cop Hill. All that die go there. So I had to destroy his soul, and that I did. Unfortunately, it did do some damage to my own as well. But that's a price I'm willing to take.
I'm sure it is.
But I need you to listen to me. I will do everything I can, and there will nothing stop me from destroying that pit, to blocking it. But if, in doing so, you get a chance to escape this world, then I want you to take it, and I hope you're successful. And I truly mean that, Shiv.
And what of Aiden?
I had a chance. You do what you have to. I know you love him, and for your sake, I hope you'll be happy. But I don't care about Aiden. I never have. I don't care about you. I understand that you're probably going to need him to be happy, and I'm fine with that.
Fine?
Though it pains me.
So you would do me to what? Live again with the knowledge of not having him? Knowing that I spent 5 years inside with this thing?
If you're sure that it is him, and if you're sure you can bring him back, then do. But at the very least, be certain of what you do. I trust nothing at face value anymore, almost. There are so many
How can
things
you...
there pretending to be there.
What is your plan exactly? Because you say, on one hand, you're going to destroy the pit, which I fully agree with. On the other hand, you say, sure, come back, Shiv. What do you mean by
I hope
that?
you will. By that I mean that
With awareness, Ship. It's gonna
when
end.
the pit, in order to destroy the pit,
Keep on
everything
talking.
that is tied to it
1, 2, 3,
will
4, 5, 6.
have to be destroyed as well. And that includes me.
As he is talking, and he's talking about the pit, and he's been talking about the deeds he's done, he starts to move a little bit weird.
He does?
He gets up and he sits down. He gets up and he sits down.
Are you okay? Can I do sense unseen?
You could do sense unseen, and while she does this, Chris, you're not aware of it.
No.
Sense unseen. Remember this. I'm writing sense unseen for where we're starting next time.
Okay.
Write down your.
Do you want me to roll now?
You roll now, or you can roll next time. But sense unseen.
I will
is
roll
where-
next time.
Yeah.
And that is not based on that one because
No.
it was I
Because
played the
from
rest.
Shiv's point of view, you have the prince. He does this, and then he gets up and he sits down. He gets up and he sits down. And he's not addressing it.
Mm-hmm.
Weird as that, camera flies through the night sky to Cop Hill, down to the pit. The mother of Bones stands there and she shouts, William. William. Through the ether with power, calling for her child. And that's where we're gonna end it.
No.
We gotta end it somewhere.
Yeah.
And we got a juicy situation going. And I've written down
Nice little cliffhanger.
Tons of
Nice
notes.
little cliffhanger.
tons of notes I've written down. So I got all of that taken care of.
This time I will write down my notes because I had a lot of plans for this conversation.
Oh, you can. I just said he just said, "Oh, you have tons. You have tons." I just said that there might be some more shit in here that maybe not everybody else will about. But that's cool. Thank you so much, my dear players. It's getting thick and juicy, as everybody likes to have it, I'm sure. And yeah, I don't know. I'm dirty. I know I need to push my mouth out with probably turpentine. I don't know. But this is not for children. This is for grown-ups. But thank you so much for your trust and for your engagements and for everything you give to this. And I am thrilled and sad for it to all end very soon. And to you, dear viewers, thank you so much for your follows, likes, and comments. And I will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.